I'm gonna take you to a story back before I went to prison, man. I want to say it was like 2009, and I was in Inglewood, my relative Lil P Funk from the hood, and this is really before I really I kind of heard about Nip, but I really wasn't really tapped in with him, right? So I had a business meeting that I had in Hollywood this particular day, so I was gonna pick up my relative in Inglewood. And he was gonna roll me to the interview. So long story short, bro, I went to my relative house in Inglewood. He like, really, before we pull out, nigga, like, I wanna show you, like, check out YouTube. I wanna show you this nigga real quick, right? So I'm like, all right, go ahead, man. I gotta go, nigga. Like, I got some people waiting on me, my nigga, but show me real quick, right? So he like, all right, so he pull up Nip and shit. So I'm like, damn, like, went through a few records, a few little videos and shit. At the time, Nip had all the way up to Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 2. So he had Volume 1 and Volume 2. So I'm telling my Relly, I'm like, damn, blood, like this nigga hard. He kind of banging a little too hard, but
bang, you know.
But this nigga hard, but he kind of little,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, but I had to keep it G, like this nigga hard. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, this true story, my nigga. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The same day, I say, all right, look, we gotta go, my nigga. I'm gonna check him out. We gotta go. So we go jump in the whip and shit. My uncle over here, like, man, look, when y'all on the way to the Hollywood, nigga, drop me off over here to MB House on San Vicente. I'm like, all right, nigga, jump in. I'm gonna drop you off, but I gotta go, nigga. I'm on La Brea. We pull up. We on Hyde Park in La Brea. Jump in the whip. We come up to Sentinel in La Brea. By the Popeyes and the Ralphs, right? I'm in the turning signal. So I'm driving. My relative Lil P Funk in the passenger seat. My Uncle Tom in the back. They like, nigga, they gonna Nip right there. I'm in the turning lane. I'm like, who? He said, nigga, the nigga I just showed you on.
The music I was trying to get you to listen to.
Right, so I look, I say, no shit. On Bloods, I say, nigga, when the light turn, the turn signal turn green, I whip it. Now, in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, this nigga, now this is, we already, La Brea and that's neighborhood Pyru hood. He from 60s. So I'm like, damn. This nigga done put in the shopping center like this nigga tripping. He didn't give a fuck. So I whipped in that motherfucker, right? At about time I turned in, he had a bitch with him. So he done dropped her off, right? So by the time I pull in, this nigga pulling out. So when I pull in, my driver's side to his driver's side, I flag him down like, hey bro, check it out. Now in my mind, he probably thinking like I'm one of these niggas from Neighborhood Pyro. Them the homies, right? He probably think I'm from over there, right? At the same time, them the homies though. So I'm like, hey, bro, check it out. That nigga, I bullshit you not. I'll never forget this shit. Nigga, I'm getting chills. I'll never forget this shit. That nigga rolled the window down, leaned. I know, I can't see the pistol, but I know he got it. He leaned back. He got the S hat on, all that, right? I say, hey, my nigga, you good? Nigga, I'm Hooter John from Athens. My nigga, you good? He raised up. He like, Hooter. I heard about you, my nigga. Game. I'm like, look, my nigga, you good. Bullshit you not, my nigga. So, and from that day, he was like, man, look, man, I'm working on Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 3, and I'd love for you to be the part of that shit. Now, let me go back to what I'm saying in the beginning of the story where I said a lot of rap niggas would have been on some rap shit. We exchanged numbers. He like, look, bro, hit me tomorrow. We can link up, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can go over some shit. So the next day, bro, I done already did my loop. So once we leave from him, I go to my little shit in Hollywood. I do what I gotta do. The next day I hit him. I'm like, oh, I tap in with him. I call him. He like, all right, bro, where you want to meet up at? I say, it's on you. Like, nigga, it's on you. Like, we can meet up. We gonna go over a couple of tracks. We can go over some shit. He say, look, bro, we gonna go to the Ladera Center, Mac Johnson Friday. So I'm like, damn. In my mind, I'm like, okay, it ain't really Neighborhood Pyru hood, but I know the homies be up there. But at the same time, I know the 60s be up there too. You know what I'm saying? And it was, I'll never forget, bro, it was the Lakers, it was playoff time. So everybody was up there watching the playoffs and shit. So he like, nigga, I'll pull in up there. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah, nigga, I'll pull up. I'm like, all right, for sure. So I go up there, man, and to make a long story short, like I said again, Nip, I kind of waited for a while. He never showed up, so I hit him back. I'm like, hey, Nip, I'm up here, bro. I text him, I'm up here. He didn't text back. I say, you know, I tell my relative Lil P Funk, I say, look, my nigga, because he was with me again the next day. I say, look, I'm going to hit him one more time. If not, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I called him. He like, oh, yeah, bro, I'm finna pull in right now. He never showed up. Now, this is nothing against Nip. This ain't trying to defame his character or none of that. But I'm going to tell you how a lot of niggas, I'm like I say, nigga, I'm a gangster to rap. I ain't a rapper. If I was a rapper, I would have went on here and on some like, nigga, I'm finna say fuck Nip. And all it wasn't on fuck that. It was on some shit like, all right, my nigga, well, the nigga might have been busy or whatever the fuck he was doing. But I took it as such and I did what I did, man. But fast forward, when I did my time in the pen, I was talking to my homie and he was like, man, I ran into Nip in Lauren, London at the Doty liquor store in Hawthorne. And he ran it by him like the incident. He was like, man, tell that nigga Hootie John, man, like, nah, it was all love, no love lost. My nigga, when he come home, I'm gonna tap in with him. And I never got to do that because when I was in prison, he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just felt like I want, you know, like like, you know, let y'all, like, I want to put that story out there and let y'all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It was crazy.
Did he
man.
have an excuse for doing that, or he didn't ever explain?
Well, nah, with my homie, he never said that he had an excuse.
Right.
But he just told him, like, listen, man, look, when Hootie John come home, just tell him, look, bro, when he come home, we gonna tap in, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wasn't on no rap shit, though. I wasn't on no, like, nigga, fuck Nip, nigga, I am a, nigga, fuck.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, before I rap, I'm a street nigga, I'm a businessman. So I know shit do come up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it do come, like today, like for example with the interview, y'all hit me and said, hey, listen, man, we had this going on, it's gonna have to be a little later. And that's how you do it. You got to tap in. Don't just leave a nigga on the, you know what I'm saying?
Straight
Don't leave
like
a nigga on the rim and say, like, nigga never, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man.
Big E up in there said, "Who the John? What's happening?"
Oh, what's happening, Big E? What's happening? What's the deal, man? It's all love. You already know we in this motherfucker, man. We getting it in.